Bob's rolling now, so let me kind of give you an idea what I'm doing as soon as I get this little guy. These things are really cold this morning or this afternoon. We just came up here for 4 hours. I wanted to show you guys just a little guy. Just look down the throat. We just caught one on a jig and had a big old crawdad in there, and it was kind of reddish brown. So I used to use these things where I would take the Yamamoto and I would just trim off the top of the tails, and then I'd use the back part like this. And this is called an IKA. But try to find these in a small IKA like this. They're hard to find. I mean, there's a couple stores, Phoenix Fishing, that sells them that they're big. And right now, I like them when they're real little. So basically, I got this on a 1/8 ounce jig head, and I'm going really finesse. So the fish are still in 12, 14 feet of water. So I'm not gonna throw it up on the bank. I'm just gonna keep it right close to me. And you see the rocks, guys? This is what they like for crawdad fishing, our crawdads. So this is a good bank to fish. Find these rounded rocks here, and they look really good. And that's where our crawdads are, and that's what these fish are eating. So if you can find that, a good, nice little semi-steep 45-degree angle, you can catch some fish on these. So let's just kind of back out of here, slow this down. I'm going with the wind. All right, so just really finesse today. And you're not gonna, you'll catch a few, but you could catch big fish on this, but most of the fish are just small. They really are. It's a small bait. It's not a real big jig, but I'm just letting that sink to the bottom, and I'm just dragging it on the bottom really, really, really slow. You know, I'm a graph watcher, guys. You know, I have the live scope and stuff like that. I'm not fishing for fish on the scope right now. I'm just kind of dragging it on the bottom here. So maybe just straighten this out a little bit. I came out a little bit deeper just now to, oh man, that's a good one. All I'm doing is just dragging this thing. It's gonna be kind of hard, Bob, to see that with that sun. Let me get him up a little bit more. He's coming out. He came out at 21 feet of water, so we're gonna take it easy on this guy. Otherwise, I'll be having to get there he goes. He's going right out that way. Feels heavy. Oh, there it is. He's not a giant, but he's bigger than the last one. Let's put, oh, come on, baby. There he goes. Boy, they're slow. They don't have a lot of fight in them. I'm gonna grab this one because he looks like he's over 1.5 pounds, maybe 2. Come here, buddy, before you jump off. There you go. Woo! Now that's a chunky one. Look how fat they are right now. No crawdads. Yeah, got that little jig right in front of his, right on top of his mouth. They just think it's a little crawdad is what they're thinking, you know. So you can see that it's only 1/8 ounce, and it's not that big, but it does look like a crawdad, kinda. Nice healthy fish. Boy, he's got some weight to him. Probably full of eggs. So let's let this little baby mama go again. That one came out of 21 feet of water. So maybe that's the clue. Maybe I have to go a little deeper to catch a little bit bigger fish. Let's pull back out. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of dip it on this. The water's coming in at 1,000 cubic feet a second right now into Bartlett. So the Bartlett's coming up about, probably a 1/2 foot to a foot a day. So they're trying to get some water out of Horseshoe because the water's flowing in the Horseshoe from Oak Creek and South Flagstaff. So I just stained this up, helps them see it just a little bit more. Now I'm up here by the second ramp, so it's a little dingy, but the fish still bite. Don't worry about it being a little bit dirty. I like it a little bit more dirtier than I like it clear. If it's real clear, they can see your bait real good. So I'm gonna slow this thing down because the wind's coming, dragging us along pretty good. I gotta get this 1/8 down on the bottom. There it goes. All right, it's on the bottom now. So keep a tight line. Don't forget, if he bumps it or it just gets heavy, start reeling, you know, that last one kind of pulled. So I knew I had a bite, you know. If they bite you, bite them back. Don't give them a second thought. Don't even give them a second chance to bite, because they'll spit it out. These fish are, there's a lot of pressure now with tournaments going on every Saturday, and a lot of people, you know, gonna start fishing. Naturally today there's hardly nobody here because it rained for the last 2 or 3 days. So let's just 15 feet. There's a couple fish here. I'm not gonna drop right on them yet. I do that a lot though. I drop on them. So let's just throw it back out. These fish are in 12 to 18 feet of water. You know, when you're fishing this, you're not going to feel the bottom. Trust me. Everybody I take out fishing says, well, I'm not feeling the bottom. I'm not feeling the bottom. Use a real heavy weight in little rock slides like we're coming up on now, and you're going to just be nothing but get hung up. What you are when you use a real light jig head, these are those little 1/8 ounces I make in 3/16 and a quarter. What you're going to feel is the bite. What would you rather feel, the bottom or the bite? I'd rather feel the bite. But anyway, if you get used to that light lane, okay. Now, there he is. That just felt like I hit the bottom or one of these sticks out there. He's not very big, that's why. There goes the boat. Hang on, Bob. It's just a little guy. Whoop, there he goes. Just a little guy. Boy, are they cold. Hey, count yourself lucky for catching some of these. Trust me. They're hard to catch right now. Whew. Alrighty, so let's kind of keep on going. I'm going to go out a little bit deeper. There's some fish out in 18 to 21, 22 feet. You can see the rocks that I'm fishing on right here. It's a good spot to fish. There's a lot of fish along here. I'm just going to let that go down and drag it out a little bit deeper. And here's 18. I got to slow the boat down because we're going too fast for a 1/8 ounce. So I just put it on backwards and slow us down. This is a really good area coming up here. It's got a drop off on it. It's got a nice little point up there. All right, 20 foot of water. And we're just going to slow down and just let that go on the bottom. There's a bunch of fish down here in this area. Bites. Now that, you don't get very many bites like that. He actually hit it. And it was like a regular jig bite where they chomp on it. He hit it pretty hard. I'm going to just reel this in slow because it's coming out of 20 feet of water. Oh, there he is. He's trying to go down. There's another nice one. Come on, little guy. It's hard for them to jump in the wintertime. They just don't jump a lot. I'm just going to grab him because he probably would come off or break the line. I'm only using an 8-pound test line, guys, even though it's dirty water. See, hook through the top. You can just get that little quick snap. You can catch these fish too, you know. You want to really, though, hit them pretty hard, you know, so that hook can go through that upper lip. And that's a lot of bone there. So, nope, no crawdads in this one. Nice fat chunky one again. They're getting nice and porked up for the winter. All right, guy. Go down. There he goes. All right, we kind of ruined our little jig head, but I'm gonna just turn it around. Actually, I got some here that I'm gonna use another color. So let me show you some of the ones I cut the tails off this morning down here. I don't know if Bob can see that. This was the color that I was using, but it's all ripped up now, okay? So I'm gonna pick out something close to it. It's either gonna be this one here, or this is solid green pumpkin. So let's try green pumpkin with black flake. So These are real easy to use. It's just a little 1/8 ounce jig head. I probably could use a 3/16, but I'm gonna just stick with this. So I just shove it in there and then thread it on. Voila. And then I'm just gonna put some dip it on the back. You all know that I use this a lot. Buy it by the gallon. Not really. All right, let's keep on. We got a nice little rocky bank right here that we can fish in right here. So we'll just kind of throw up. We're in 18 feet of water right now, so we'll just let that go down. Alright, I'm gonna put the skids on this because this looks like a good area. And there are some fish, a lot of fish in 12 feet of water, folks. There really is. You'll see them on your graph, 12, 13, 14. So let's just work this out. I'm just gonna work it nice and slow. They're smaller up shallow, but okay. Well, it's a nice afternoon, but the mornings are really cold. We didn't get here till 9:30, 10 o'clock, and we're ready to pull out of here. It's 2:15, 2:30. So I'm just kind of dragging this down. Now, see, it's heavy now. I don't know if I'm stuck or I got a bush or something, so I'm going to reel it. It's coming. I'm going to set the hook. If you can reel two handles on your two reels on your handle, you can bet it's a fish. Okay, here he comes. Don't stop. Just lift him right in. There you go. I tell you what, that quick little jerk, guys, will get you that fish every time. You know, green pumpkin, black flake, a little chartreuse on there. Not a big fish, but count yourself lucky. You're catching fish. The temperature of the water is 49 when I got here, and it is now 50.5. So it's pretty cold. Those fish, when you reel them up, they're just like popsicles. They're just cold as can be. Hey, listen, it's getting late. We're going to get out of here. We caught a few fish on film. This is the IKA. Make your own. You can't find them this small. Anytime you got real old hula grubs, just cut off the tails, reverse it, and wham bam, you have an IKA jig. It works, as you can see. Hey, thanks for watching. Gary Sim Fishing, Arizona. And thank all of you guys that are watching all these films. About 700 of you over in 24 hours. So that's a big thank you to you guys. All right, till next time, tight lines.